22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Cousins now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, so much for the opening drive being capped off by a field goal, CD. It's capped off by a touchdown after all, except I don't think in the manner that we were expecting.
No doubt about that, because you sent me a note earlier in the week saying you thought special teams might play a big role in this one. I don't know that you expected it this early in the game.
No, I didn't. That was a pretty impressive play, and what a way to get their first points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 33 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a... Obviously, your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run with Jackson out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Goff. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and 1.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eventually able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but Oh, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is caught inside the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
So we have... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Goff on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Complete to St. Brown. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Jackson.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Viking 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. First down, here's the run with Cook. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Again, it's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, so here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Goff going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here comes Rager. performance. All those points put